Hello everybody, Ian Robson here. Welcome back, or welcome to, I should say, Mercury Farms. So I'm going to do a little bit of single player on this map because I want to try out some mods that aren't going to play, they don't play nice right on the server. So we're going to go ahead and give this a go, and as far as I can tell, there are no errors on this map, which is good. So we're going to play with a couple different things here. We're going to play with weeds on this time around. I'm going to change my autosave interval to every, let's say, 10 minutes, something like that. And plant growth normal is good. Plant withering we'll leave on. Crop destruction on. Periodic plowing on. Lime required on. And fuel usage is normal. Stop and break and go. Looks good. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it around. I haven't really messed around with the weeds yet either. So I thought this would be a good time to try that out. All right, so let's go ahead and purchase our main yard. I'm gonna go right here because this is kind of where we're situated already. So you're gonna populate into the game right here, anyways. So I'm just trying to think if there's any other nicer area. This is a good central location for all these fields as well, so this is why I kind of like this area. I could go somewhere else, but I think I'm going to go right here. I can always move around here. Yes, I'd like to buy this land. And let's go ahead and buy a couple of fields close to us as well. Let's go for what's in these fields, first of all. So we can get a good idea. That is canola, wheat there, and wheat. Yes, we'll do 21 and maybe 20. What's 20? Sugar beets? Maybe not 20 then. Maybe we'll do 26, which is cotton, it looks like. Oh, sunflowers. There we go. And this guy? 21, 25. Only 50 grand. They're pretty cheap. Good. So now we have a little bit of area to kind of start off with. Let's get going. So let's go ahead and put a couple things down. Let's go ahead and put a couple placeables down. Let's go for a silo. Now I'm not going to use these styles because I already have. I've used those ones before. I do have a couple of other silos. Well, maybe I don't. I thought I did. I have these guys right here. That's not what I was looking for at all. There's another one I saw a while back that I liked, so maybe we'll just hold off on that for the time being then. Okay, so let's go take a look at these fields to start off with. Maybe we'll have to download that mod. Let's see what we're looking at. So they do have fences around them. Now, as far as I know, you can actually cut these fences down. Let's go ahead and test that now, because fences are just not cool most of the time. Yeah, so you can cut these down if you wish. So you can just literally cut them down with a chainsaw. So I don't know what happens with the barbed wire in between them. I don't know if it breaks apart or whatnot. So, okay, this is ready to harvest. Good. So let's go ahead and pick up a combine to start us off with. Harvesters. Could we start with the big combine? That might make our life easier. We don't have $1 million to work with right now, so I have to be aware of that. Could go a bit smaller. Oh, what the heck? Let's go with this one here. We'll just stick with the twin tires for the time being. We'll buy that. Yes, I could lease it, but it's not the server, so I have to be a bit more aware of that. Let's go get a header for that. And let's grab this guy right here. Buy that. Okay, I'm back. And then we also need a header trailer with this one as well, unfortunately. And let's grab the Elmer, not the Homer, the Elmer. Oh, I don't have anything installed. That's funny. I took all the mods out because I wasn't being nice. I guess we'll use the Legon Quattro then. Sure, we'll leave it as that for the time being. Okay, so that's that. We also need a tractor. Let's go ahead and get a medium-sized tractor. I like the 6M series for whatever reason. We're going to go for 100 kilogram front weight. Trelleborg tires is fine. Engine setup, we want the biggest one, 164 horsepower. That's fine. Wheel setup, we can switch those around. Do twins, rear twins, narrow tires, or wide tires, or just standard. We're going to leave it as standard for the time being. Standard Trelleborg tires. There we go. Good. Let's go ahead and buy that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a trailer to go alongside with that. Let's take a look at what we got here. So I don't have any mods installed right now, because what was happening was this map wouldn't load with all the mods installed. But I do have Courseplay right now, and I have Auto Drive. Those are the two mods I have right now. So let's go ahead and get. Let's use the aggro liner, I think, maybe, because it's not too big, and we can always expand later on. Not this one. This one. And Trailwork tires is good. Design white color. We'll leave it as white. Good. Let's go ahead and buy that too. Okay, so we only have $400,000 left. So let's go ahead and grab this and put it on the trailer. And I haven't really messed around too much on this map, so I'm just kind of curious as to how some things are going to work here. So, and I haven't played single player in quite a long time, strangely enough. Alright, so that is a little bit big for that trailer. Holy cow. I think this is why people were asking about, Donald was asking me about another trailer that I had on the server, the Elmer trailer. I mean, that'll work, but it's not pretty. Alright, let's go ahead and head over to field number 21. So I just realized where the entrance to this field is. You actually have to go all the way, if coming from the shop, you have to go all the way around this field to get to the entrance, which is right here, which is ridiculous. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab the header trailer here. And what we can do is, at the same time, assuming this doesn't fall off, which I hope it doesn't, so let's go ahead and go to the edit mode here, and let's just record a course, and we'll start from up here, let's say. And then we can connect it later on. Oh, actually, we should probably do the main roads first, I guess. Let's go ahead and do this right here. We'll just record this little segment right here. This is from the Auto Drive mod, if you're wondering. Okay, we'll stop here. And then we'll go on the road. And why are they all driving on the wrong side of the road? That is unacceptable. Traffic is now going off. I don't know if Mercury Farm is supposed to be an Australia map or something like that. Where is traffic? Oh my goodness. I didn't realize that was even on. Traffic off. Yeah. Where I live, we'll drive on the right hand side of the road, so that would screw me up all the time. Alright, let's record this little section here. So this is just recording kind of like the network. And I made a video about how to do this, so if you're curious, I'm just going to make this little network here. And I'll take this, just drive this around. So this is something I could probably, build, which I kind of like. So like as I get to certain areas, or as I go to certain areas more often, it's nice. So now what I might do is just cut that little area open right there, so I can just go straight off the road to there. But right now I have to go all the way around, like I'm doing right here. All the way around, which is ridiculous. Alright. Just going to drive past the entrance here real quick. And then we'll stop. Alright. Better be careful here. There we go. Now what I can do here is I can make this a two-way lane, which I think I'm going to do because there's not a lot of space for two people. So two-way here, which is the purple. So you can go up here or down here, either way. But I'll have to make connection points. Yeah, this trailer is not great for this. Alright, and we're going to stop there. There we go. And I'll just do a little bit of a loop so I can show you where the actual entrance to this field is. It's honestly the most ridiculous thing I've seen. Alright. I need to go this way. And this right here, that is actually collidable, by the way. I don't know if that's possible to take it out or not. I haven't figured that out yet, but we're going to find out. So here we go. Bring it down here. Excellent. And now we need to go back to the shop, and I'll do that off camera. One moment. Actually, let's just get this all nice and placed. Actually, what I'm going to have to do, now that I realize, I'm going to have to actually drive into the field with this. Because I don't think it's going to be able to get into the into that entrance right there. Yeah, you know what? We're going to go ahead and deal with this right now. Let's go ahead and take this out right here. This is the one thing I did like about this farm. That was super cool. So then you can just take that out, and I'm not going to toss it over the fence, but we're just going to leave it over here for the time being. And I should be able just to drive straight in there now with the header on without a problem, which is pretty sweet. So, although now I've put the tractor in here in the most ridiculous spot possible. Steady now. Wow, that can't take a very sharp turn. I'm kind of surprised, actually. A dollar tether should be able to take a pretty tight turn. We're just going to have to do this and wreck our crops a little bit. I'll survive. Okay, good. And that's that. Now you can actually, because you can chop them all down, which is amazing, because as we all know, like, you know, how much, sometimes people like fences and sometimes people don't like fences. I'm of the don't like fences category, which is fine. It's the way it goes. So let's go ahead and make an entrance over here, I think, because the number of times I'm going to go through here is going to be, you know, often in the first little bit there. There we go. Let's take that out. And as you can see, we'll just put this over here for the time being. Apparently it's just going to stay vertical like that. That's hilarious. Okay, whatever. And as it looks like the barbed wire, it's still there. So if I take this one out too, the barbed wire should disappear from this side. Yeah. So I'm just going to leave that like that, because now I can actually get in and out of there. So, like, that's one of the things that's super cool about this map. You can just make entrances like that, which I think is a very innovative way of adding things in here. I don't think I've seen other maps that have that capability, so I really dig that. Also, now that I'm going back to the shop, I might as well record a route back to the shop here, like so. So then I'm going to have directions in each way. So if I want to go from the farm back to the shop and from the shop back to the farm, I can almost do that now. Now that I have this course here, now I could fix that little section there, but ideally you do the best you can when you drive on the road that first time. And of course, you know, I don't know where this farm is situated, but it's obviously not in, well, maybe it's just the type of the roads or something, but I don't know if that's even something you can switch out or something. But I was just like, what? Why are they on the wrong side of the road? Alright, so this must be the shop up here. It is indeed. So I'm just going to drive past the entrance like so. And then I'm going to take off recording. And then I'm going to record not something with courseplay. There we go. Let's go ahead here. Now, the thing I'm not sure about is how nicely they play together. So what I'm going to do is going to do a little bit of a loop here. I'm going to do this. Turn it around like so. Straighten her out. I'm going to call this the shop, and then continue this loop. This is actually a drop-off point too, so okay. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to connect to that point right there. Oops. Connect to that point right there. We're going to make that connection, and now basically we have a loop in here. There we go. So now I just need to connect that up to the main road. So once I make something up to the farm, then I can do that. Now I could have just made a course just from there to let's say to the farm using Courseplay. That's gonna be fine, I think. Okay. And let's back up here a little bit and we'll expand this a little bit more. Like so. And then we will do this. Make that connection there. Good. Oops. Let's take that connection off. Now I need to make a connection up to here. And then make that connection there. So now I can go from here onto this path, and now I can go from that path that way. But now if I want to go the opposite direction, so let's say from here to here, so let's go ahead and record a course that does this. That's good. And then we'll connect that guy right there. And then now I need to go back here and select this point back here. Oops, shoot. And then connect that point right there. There. The one thing I'm not super jazzed about is the let's see, the double line here. So if we select this point, we can just delete this and then make sure you have the right one selected. And you can see that with the red line. We'll just delete that, and then let's get the last one over there that I accidentally made, which is that one right there. Perfect. Okay, so now I can kind of go from the shop to the farm if I had something in the farm. Okay, perfect. Let's grab the trailer over here, and I'll meet you back in the field. Alright, so I got started in the field here. Now one thing I just realized is I don't have the guidance steering mod enabled at the moment. Like I said before, I was running into issues having all the mods playing together, so I wasn't sure which ones were working together. Apparently Auto Drive and Courseplay are working together, which is the two mods I thought weren't working together. It actually is fine, apparently, so it was not these two mods that were not playing nice together. It was some other mod, so which is interesting to find out. So what I probably will have to do is at some point I will, let's just leave that there, back that up a little bit, make that into a nice pile, lift up the header, make a turn here. This is a tiny field for a giant header, but I just didn't want to fiddle around with having a small combine right at the start, so I was like, you know what, let's just go for it. There we go. And of course you can actually expand these fields out. Now the cool thing is, because you can actually take out the fences altogether, you could actually expand the fields and make it into one larger field, should you desire at least, which I thought was pretty nifty actually. So alright, so I just realized that I probably will want a vehicle workshop at some point, just not sure where to put it. I may put it in the corner over there or something like that, but we'll see. Alright, there we go. And like I said, I did open up this area here, so if I wanted to drive out, I could do that. Alright, this is good. Excellent, excellent. Now the funny thing is, I've been playing FS19 for ages now, but I haven't really had the weeds on at all, so I really haven't dealt with that issue whatsoever, which is kind of funny when you think about it. And just because on the server, it's because it's always running, you just end up having weeds all of the time. Especially if you come back and go back into the game, you end up having weeds like all the time. So it's not so great, actually. So I haven't really messed around with it a whole lot. So which one is this one? This is the 790. I don't think we've had a 790 at work. I think we've had maybe a 6. Have we had a 90? A 700 series combine? I don't think so. I think we have some 600 series combines. Alright, there we go. Perfect. Back that up a little bit there. Make a turn. There we go. Now I could just hire a worker now. She's probably got enough space, more than enough space to deal with that. Let's go ahead and hire a worker. Didn't screw anything up. This is good. Let's go ahead and get this started here. and we'll drive around. Now, the mod I was looking for was a silo style of mod. I guess I don't have it on the server. Alright, we're on the server. I guess I don't have it on here at all. I thought I did, but I must have, well, from disabling all the mods, I don't have it on here, so, which is fine. So let me show you what we've done so far. There we go. Helper B is blocked by an object. Really? You're blocked by that one, like, come on. Apparently it's blocked by this. Okay, well it is actually hitting it, so. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that trailer, but it's the only one we have at the moment. Let's go ahead and unload here. While we're over here anyways. There we go. Like I said, we are going to need somewhere to store our grain. And I suspect that we're going to need something soon. Because we have a couple fields here. And it looks like that's an interesting little area over here. Saving? Sweet. That's probably a good idea. Let's do that right now. Nope. Save. There we go. This little interesting little area over here. Like this little area is what I think I'm seeing. There we go. Let's go ahead and hire a worker now. Now it should be fine, I would expect. Now I'm dropping straw because I might need it. I don't know yet. I don't have any animals as of yet, but you never know. What is that thing there? This little thing right here. I'm not sure. Alright. Let's have that at that. And let's take a quick look to see what else we might be able to. We're going to need some other implements at some point. We might be able to rent those. Let's see. Miscellaneous. A seed hut? What the heck is that mod is that? You can buy seeds, lime, and fertilizer at this hut. Oh, really? When did that come into game? I don't remember that. I only have 2 mods installed. That's why I'm a little like, okay, what's that from? Something they added here? No. And bales? That's just normal. Okay. Okay, so animal pens. We have the standard animal pens here. Chickens, horse, large horse. Oh, I do have some mods installed. Or, I don't know. Chicken coop? Maybe I must on this map. It must be just from the map itself. That's why I was like, where did that come from? Alright. What are we gonna do with this thing here? So let's take a little pause and think about this. Alright, looks like the combine is gonna need an unload in a second here. Well, I'm just gonna unload it manually here. Now, one of the things like I said, I will do is I will have to get that other silo that I have, that I kind of put away for the time being. Meaning, like I just kind of, I was like, okay, I need to get that at some point. So that's what we'll have to do at some point here, because it's a super cool silo in comparison to the in-game silos, at least. So this is one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to do a single-player game a little bit. Wanted to mess around with some of these things. Now I have nowhere to take this grain, which is why I was kind of concerned about the silo right away. Now we could just sell it right away. Let's see what we got here in terms of wheat. What do we have? Is this wheat? Yeah, this is wheat. Okay. Wood Mill Hill. Where on earth is that on the map? That's quite a distance away. Okay, so let's go take a little trip up there, because we're at 96%. I can't really do much else here yet. Let's go ahead and do this, and I think we're just going to open this up right now, because I've already gone around a bazillion, like what feels like too many times already. Let's go ahead and take this out here. MS261 doing its job. We actually have these at work. I considered buying one and making a video with one, but they're expensive just to do that with. Alright, let's move this out of the way. And they just, it seems like they just kind of stand vertically. Oh no, that one's actually going to fall. Okay. Alright. Put that over there. I'll take out that stump eventually. And what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and just indicate to ourselves that we can actually get through here by putting a little bit of road here. There we go. There's a stump there, but that's fine. Good. And that's all it takes sometimes. Just make it a little indication that there's a road there. And that's what I think that's the really cool thing about this map. So anyways, so let's go ahead and take this to the windmill farm, and we're back in a second here. All right, just coming up to the mill here, and it's actually got windmills, which is kind of funny. So what I've been doing is on my way up here, I've just been recording a course 2, and we'll call this, what is this, windmill? I'll just call it the windmill sell point. I don't know what the actual name is. What was the actual name here? Oh, Windmill Hill. I think I'll understand that. All right, let's continue on here. We'll sell this. Let's see how much money we get for this. It should be a good chunk of change. A little bit of extra money never hurt us. There you go, 22,000. Nice. All right, so because we made that network to here, and I made a little part of the farm now we can actually should be able to get to the farm, which I guess I haven't done one connection point yet, which is why I can't reach there. Not quite yet. So I thought I was in the clear, but no, not yet. So I need to connect this up to our main path here, so that it can actually get away. So, but time is running out, so I'm going to actually just stop right here because I got to get to work, I realize. My name's Iain Robson. I hope you enjoyed this little look at a little mess around with Mercury Hill Farms. If you like a job, to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more FS19. I'll catch you guys later.